Alright folks, we'll be installing a 4-point strut brace on a 2017 Dodge Charger Scat Pack that I picked up from Speed Logics. In order to install this back cross member across through here is going to have to come off. In order to get to it, it requires to remove 9 of these little plastic push pins. 5 on this side, 4 on that side. Got one down here in this little valley right here, I guess. It's a little tough to remove. You got them all the way across through there, and then one on the other side. Best way to remove them, I bought a tool from an auto parts store. A little plastic pry bar come with a vinyl wrap kit. Worked great, made it easier. You'll have this little box here that you'll have to pull down off the cross member, and it will remount to the new one. Also, your PCM is back there, and you'll have to take that off and mount to the new one. Now it has this big bracket right here, this mount bracket that's welded to the bar, but it will come off with it, and the new one will come with a new mount for the wiper motor. Two bolts on each side, and I'm going to try to do this without taking the wipers off, and hopefully with the Charger I can, because it's a little bit bigger than the Challenger. The shroud is, at least. So we're going to get right to it and install the new one. So the plug on the ECM will not fit into this hole because it's obviously different. So what I have to do is make it zip tied. Just bend it up at the end to get it through the 2 holes. Put a zip tie on here, and then we'll run another one through here around the ECM so it will be able to mount parallel with the bar here up underneath. Shouldn't be able to see anything, but with it being up under there. The 2 bolts on each side are 13mm bolts. So fix them up. Should be able to come out now. The PCM this bracket is mounted to this bar, so be sure to just kind of ease it off there and just kind of let it hang right there on that lip for the time being. Okay, the silver thing where the light is the wiper motor. Just to the left, you'll see where this bracket is. It's like a little rubber boot that slides into a little slot there. Once you remove the bolts on the bar, all you have to do is kind of take the passenger side of the car bar and kind of pull it towards the front, and just kind of slide that straight out, just like that. So now we're going to just slide the bar on out. Move here out of the way. Okay, here's how I run the zip ties for the ECM. Like I said, ran one through the hole here, 2 holes, and then this one right here is what it's going to wrap around the ECM to hold it in place. I'll go ahead and remove the 3 bolts on each side. Alright, so it's best to leave every bolt loose until you get ready. Make sure everything lines up right. All bolts are back on, just kind of hand snug. The wiper motor mount is best to leave it off until you get everything on here, and then go back and remount it, or mount it afterwards instead of mounting it beforehand. I know it's going to be a lot harder to get these bolts to line up and get them tight. Alright, it's time to start tightening everything down. Got everything back on here, so I'm going to start tightening it all down real quick. Alright, now you just tighten up all the strut bolts here. I'm just about done. Alright, so now we got all the bolts tightened down. Now the zip ties for the ECM here. Let's take a little snippet and cut that off. Now we got the shroud back in place here. We're going to go ahead and put these little plastic pieces back down in here, push pins. Very easy to do here. Just make sure that everything lines up. Alright, now we got the Razor's Edge 4-point strut bar mounted and back in place. Everything's buttoned up. Now I replaced, like I said, replaced the cross member back here, and it also will clear this cover. If you have this billet cover or want this billet cover, the Mopar brand strut bar will not work because it will sit about right here and it will rub. So this fits back here nicely. Like I see, I can get my finger between the two now. So looks great. It's color matched to the car, red line red. I think that this will actually be a lot better since you have 4 anchor points versus the 2, unless you wanted to drill the holes to mount the large bolts. So the ECM now is zip tied up here. It's best to leave the wiper motor mount off until you get it installed. With the Chargers, I don't know about the Challengers. I've heard with the Challengers you have to take this black cover completely off. That means taking the wiper blades off, or the wipers off. But with the Charger here, I guess there's a little bit more here to work with, so we didn't have to take the wipers off, fortunately. So that's it. I guess I'll do a review on how it handles afterwards, and I'll get my billet strut covers back on here and to get the caps glued down. So there you have it. Don't forget to subscribe. Got a Facebook page, Predator Scat Pack. Give it a like and keep up with the shows that I do and other little events. Thank you.